Maybe some of you can relate to this. It was nearly 20 years ago that I walked into my counselor's office and I said, Mike, I don't know how to be a man. You see, I had been pursuing personal growth for a very long time. I'd been with countless counselors. I knew my childhood was less than perfect. I knew I had some emotional issues. I knew there were things that weren't right. I didn't quite know that they were worse than I thought. I would soon find out that I was about to go through a divorce with a narcissistic sociopath. I knew she was both physically and verbally abusive. I knew I was an alcoholic, a sex addict, a spending addict, a sugar addict, tobacco addict, I came to find out I was also a love addict. And so when I said those words to him, it was after explaining to him a bit of my life story and why I was in his office. And that's how I summed it up with, I know something isn't right because I wouldn't have picked a physically and verbally abusive spouse unless I was struggling with something. But I don't know exactly what it is, and most of all, I don't know how to deal with it. And flat out, Mike, I don't know how to be a man. And that's when he said some words that, God, I'm going to cry, give me chills. He said, Kenny, when I was in your shoes, I went and became an expert. And those words didn't scare me because what does that mean? It means I got to do some work to become an expert. Instead, like now, I got chills. I got emboldened. I got excited. I knew I could do that. I knew it was truth. And that's what I did. Over the next 10 years, I estimate that I saw him every week, probably if you added it all up, for 7 straight years. I worked my tail off. If he suggested a book, I had it read before our next meeting. I also made a commitment to myself. I was going through a bankruptcy. And it was the one bill I made sure I paid. His office was an hour and a half away. I'd go twice a week, once to see him, once to go to group. And I made dang sure that in the bankruptcy, the one thing that got paid was Mike and my gas. I was not going to miss out on this because I wanted to become an expert. I wanted to learn how to be a man. Now, maybe you're in that position, whether it's a man or a woman. You know there's some pain in your past. You know there's some things that aren't quite working. Maybe you've sought out help too and you're not getting answers. Well, today that changes. Today, I'm extending the same grace, the same life that Mike gave me by saying those words. I want you to become an expert. And so, for a limited time, all of my master classes, the whole suite, I'm offering to you for just $47 a month. You don't got to worry about a gas bill. And even if you're going bankrupt, you can probably afford $47 a month. And it gives you access to every single master class that I have. I'm going to be adding more each month and adding more and more content because Mike gave me grace. He taught me how to become a man. He taught me how to become an expert. And now it's my turn to pay it back. It's your turn to become an expert. There are thousands of you. I read your comments. I try to respond as many as possible. You want to become experts. The questions are unbelievable. And I'm so sick and tired of saying, I just can't answer this. It's too in-depth. You need answers. You deserve answers. And so I'm excited to be giving you this opportunity to become your own expert. You can turn that emotional misery into emotional mastery. You're going to learn how to love and accept every aspect of your perfect imperfections. Create the self-love to be able to enjoy when you screw up and admit that, you probably have many imperfections just like myself. You're going to learn how to say no with ease and stop the people pleasing and getting run over. You're going to be able to set boundaries with the most toxic people in your life with ease. You're going to be able to turn that fear of success, the fear of failure, all those different fears with my simple RIP, rest in peace method. You're going to learn how to conquer that fear and move from fearful and powerless to fearless and empowered. If you're in a terrible relationship, you're going to get the skills and tools to save that marriage. I know this is crazy, but you're going to learn how to create connection from confrontation. Literally, when you have this process, this emotional mastery process that I teach you on how to have a confrontation and argument, you'll actually love arguing with your partner. For those of you who are stuck and all you do is pick the toxic narcissist, that day is going to end. Maybe you're scared to death to get in a relationship. You've sworn them off. Well, that's just because no one taught you how to become an expert in relationships and how to heal the pain from your past so that you don't pick the pain of your childhood and relive your worst day cycle against yourself the rest of your life. You can put that to end even if I get comments from 80-year-olds going, can I really do this, Kenny? Yes, you can. You just need the knowledge, skills, and tools. And for a limited time, I'm going to give them to you for only $47 a month. You get to confirm your worth. You get to feel connected to yourself and others. You get to clarity on your life purpose. All you'll have to do is click the link that I've placed in the comment. I'm going to place it in the comment section of this, but it's also in the description of the video right there, easy for you to get to. And for only $47 a month, you get to become an expert in developing emotional mastery. I'm giving you the whole process. I do teach a lot of it in my YouTube videos, and I know many of you have already gained I get countless people. You send me private emails telling me how your life and marriages have transformed just from those videos. Imagine how much better your life is going to be when you don't have to go searching for each little tidbit across, my magazine site and all these different things, when it's all in order, when you have the workbooks, the journey books that go along with it, when you have the affirmations, the whole process, simple, that you can just click on and open up at your own pace and work through the whole emotional mastery process. And you don't have to drive anywhere. You don't have to hire me individually. For just $47 a month, you can be a master in your own emotions and gain that emotional mastery, heal the pain from the past, love and accept your perfect imperfections, and reclaim that authentic self that all of us had to give up in our childhood to survive, not because our parents are bad, but because nobody taught us how to become an expert. That's the secret. Nobody taught me how. And the only reason you're struggling is you don't know how either. Well, that day ends today. Instead of holding on to your emotional injuries, let's face them together. Sign up today. Don't waste any more time living in that pain. Let me show you that you are more powerful than you'd ever realized. Let me teach you how having emotional mastery and being able to master your emotions will give you the ability to take charge of your life. Go to the links I'm providing today. This is only for a limited time. For only $47 a month, you get the full and complete emotional mastery method that I've developed based out of the years I spent with Mike and then the things I learned after Mike, because I took his words to heart. I went and became an expert, and now it's your turn to become an expert in your own life in getting your life back. So don't waste any more time. Get started today, and let's enjoy the journey together.